Hey, what up you guys? Spit Vamp here, and we're back with Sakura Spirit Part 2. Alright, let's get it started. Once school was over, I decided to take my chance with the little bit of intel I managed to obtain from my classmate. If memory served me right, Araya Senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a judo student just like myself, but for whatever reason, she has been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Araya Senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking for a sign of the girl. How? Hiya! Hiya! Follow the shouts and you will find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Araya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now was perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible. Before I reached, I hand towards her shoulder. Araya. Feeling a hand on her shoulder, Araya reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Hiya! No one sneaks a great Kunachi Araya. Oh, Taka boy. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay? Kunachi? More like Tasmanian devil. That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring, Taka boy. Better that you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess, you want to do some sparring, don't you? I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Oh, what? What do you want to ask? We got all afternoon, and I could do with a bit of a break anyway. Where to start? You used to take part in a big important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring? Oh yeah. This one time I got so nervous, I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was like 8. Well, obviously I can't go hide for my match, but one of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little. Taka boy, are you sure about this? You mean the match? Of course, I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country and the sport I love. Araya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually she snapped her fingers and grabbed tight a hold of me. Alright, I'll tell you the way to the shrine. I know, but this is going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and bob of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value. I guess I'll have to think something before we get there. Thanks, senpai. I appreciate the help. Oh no, Taka boy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you gotta take this step yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get back here. But you're on your own. You're not tagging along. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? Afraid so, Taco Boy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw you a map for you. After Araya returned, quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back, in case I got lost, was a bit sketchy. Just look down, and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path collided along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Araya's scribbles, but a bit skepticism. But after an hour or so, I finally arrived at supposedly legend shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained, despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial art master. That thought of a hermit living and hiding with the shrine in order to prepare himself for oncoming battle between good and evil started to grow in my mind. I guess it's too good to be true. Aside, annoyance in the fact that aside from the shrine itself, the grounds surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living there. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar, a sort of at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map. I had to be given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think luck will do much good in a match like this. You gotta train hard, Takahiro. And why get nervous if you say you're so good at judo? Alright. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talents would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more than nothing less. How curious. The boy doesn't even believe in superstition. And yet, he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounced. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. Wait, what happened to the music? It just stopped. Alright, whatever. Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Shit, I'd be scared. I was like, what the fuck? Who's there? Quite the cliched question. But the right thing to ask is, where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself. Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here? If you do not believe in things such as luck. I came here to prepare myself. Oh, to elegant me about what is this thing? Something might. Oh, enlighten me about what is something might be that you are preparing yourself for. I felt a little bit annoyed as the question continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I would be able to find where she was hiding. What? I got an item in my inventory. I'm preparing for a tournament, judo match. Judo? What might that be? Seriously? You don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art. Ah, so you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle and come here in hope of finding the resolve to fight. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What about the warrior? I'm not sure about the warrior part. How fortunate. It just so happens that there is need for one of your kind. My kind? A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return. Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together and pray. So what's next? Do I offer my allowance or something? Don't be silly. Money is a little important to a hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you. As if on cue, I began to feel nauseous the moment the girl's words reached my ears. My head spinning wildly, slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Wow. Good luck, hero. You're going to need it. Well, let's just take a moment to appreciate what. Look at this bondage right here. Woo! Despite my attempt to get back up, all I imagined was a brief look at the girl. If this is a brief look, I want to know what's a good look. The sight of the horns and tails left me questioning, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed into darkness. Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life. A groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. I should probably head home. The thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. Stern voice. Get back here, Hackage! Stop them at once! Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them. Naya! I think they noticed what's missing. Want some. Keep running, little one. And we might just make it. Just when I thought that they couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. Woo! Look at this. I'm just enjoying the music right now. What in the world is going on here? Look at this. Oh, what did I just do? Let's return. going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in a fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about the sense. Something that didn't make any sense. These girls being chased had ears and the tail of an animal. And the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and a niganata. You convincing fox, come back here at once. Return what you stole immediately. Give me back my panties. What? Give me back my panties. This one right here, she looks cute. He got that shit. How could you say something out loud like that? Panties. Oh no, help save us from the rampaging women. As I watched the girls run off, I could help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them alone. While I didn't know what in the world was going on, the two girls armed with rather realistic looking props, surely they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting. I'm so going to regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after the girls. Hi Cage, go around to the left. Right. I said left. Why do you always undermine me? I was saying right. You know what? Never mind. Just run after them. As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path. One saw me. I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit. Just a little longer, Maiko-chan. We're almost there, Maiko. Not that. Not now. What's happening? Sorry, One-same. Scissor attack! I arrived just in time to find the scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair has collapsed, held in her companion's protective arm embrace. The two... Oh fuck, go back. Oh man, return. Let's skip one. Let's backtrace. The two armed girls were approaching them almost unmistakably with killing instinct running amok. Any sense of martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating. I didn't stop them. We've got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kind of nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly. Whoa. I got no. Whoa. Let's go. Hey guys. Hey Cage. Hi Cage. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hi Cage. Goodness. Don't you have any shame? This isn't about you. It's about our undergarments, stolen, and these two criminals being brought to justice. One-same, it hurts. My head hurts. Shh, it's going to be okay, little one. Hey guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch. Stop it right there. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. I can see who the hell tosses, I can't see. Who the hell tosses peeling the items out of my face? I raised up into the air, looking like a professor examining a poison sample, while the thieves made their escape. A pink bra, a lacy black panties. Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. You there? Are you in cahoots with the crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now. I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of those golden rules, of course. Just stop pointing those weapons at me, so I can hand over your undies without being turned into shish kebab. Wait, what? No, stop! Shut up! Just drop the evidence and walk away! Up to Tusquino Mio, Chief of the Villager Guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but... Hiya! Before I react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointing end of the Niginata, aiming for my gut. My reflexes got on just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear. As it sailed through the air, I struck upwards on a wooden shaft and the weapon, sending it up into the air and causing the girl to lose her balance. Narumi, I didn't order you to attack. Fine. I'll give them back. Jeez. Just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over something that I would soon end up regretting. Ha! You think I fall something for so simple? Fool! You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again. The woman swung her weapon wide, arching the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forwards and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sword ribs in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting, with the possibility of ending up stabbed. I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. Your methods might be crude, but they don't get results. They do get results. He catch. Tie him up. We'll bring him for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. Right. And people wonder why criminals resist arrest of all costs. I'm mumbling this weekly as the girl with the tiny. My wrists together with rope, and I soon felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city. Cherry once were out of the forest. You two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do. The city, ha! Why not taking you all the way there. You're spending the night in the bench cell. See? Who are you calling a thief? I'm a victim. First, I get all these claws in my face, and then I have to deal with physical abuse, and now this accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city, you know. Tsushkino Toshi. Silence, Hikage. Silence, Hikage. If he speaks again before we get to the bench, you may have a percentage to knock him unconscious. Tuzendo, tyrant. That's funny. And that's how I ended up my way to a jail cell. Cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of who I started to suspect were crazy. And it's getting more interesting. It's getting really good. But I think this is it for now. We're quick save and stay tuned for the next one. If you like it, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe too. It will help. And leave a comment too if you like this video. This is Spayvamp signing off.